Hello everyone. This is gonna be a weird video. um, when I recorded this, my mic was turned off. Yeah. My mic was turned off, and I said, "Well, crap. What do I do?" I didn't notice it until after recording the video, and I was like, "Well, what do I do about this?" And at first, I kind of panicked. I was like, "Okay, well, I can't do this. I can't do that." And then I thought, oh yeah, OBS allows you to put a video on the background and talk over it. So, this is a recording of a recording, um, but now with new audio. It's really weird. It's funny that, like, all this time I could have been doing it, but I didn't because it's a stupid idea. But in this case scenario, there's really nothing else I could do. um, So yeah, this is episode metal. Episode metal shows where where Metal Sonic was from Sonic CD to Sonic 4 Episode 2. And you go through 4 stages, starting off with Act 1, which is actually set in Mad Gear Zone, which is the last stage in Sonic 4 Episode 1. You know what's something so weird? And I'm just now realizing this. If I am just talking normally, like when not playing a video game, I'm actually like using my hands and like flinging them around. Like I know, like I'm noticing that it's really like literally right now, as I'm talking, I'm like kind of like moving them around. That's so weird. Anyway, um, okay. Anyway. So yeah, it starts off with, you know, Mad Gear Zone, which is the first stage from Sonic 4 Episode 1. Last stage, I mean. And basically, it goes from... So, you know, this stage is where Metal Sonic gets rejuvenated. He goes through the entire stage. And every stage brings in, like, a new little cutscene that shows off what Metal Sonic gets. So you've got, like... You know, the next stage is Labyrinth Zone, and he's going to get something at the end of it. Casino Night is after that, and he's going to get something after that. Splash Hill Zone, he's not going to get anything, but he's going to realize something. You know, it's like, it's all leading up to, this is what happened from CD to 4 Episode 2. There was a cutscene right before this that I couldn't show off, mainly because it plays right when you start the game. And I don't mean right when you start the first level of Episode Metal. No, right when you boot up Sonic 4 Episode 2, it starts up. So, I couldn't show it off. Yeah, this is pretty cool. It's no, like, DLC or anything. It's just something that is unlocked after you, if you have both Sonic 4 Episode 1 and Sonic 4 Episode 2 on your console. It's just like a neat little bonus if you bought both. And luckily, I did. I bought the Steam ports of this and Sonic 4 Episode 1, and on the 360, I have the 360 ports of Sonic 4 Episode 1. I have 2 copies of this game. That's how much I love it. Actually, if you count all the versions I bought in the years, I actually bought the PS3 version of Episode 1 as well. So I've had, like, aside from the Wii version... Well, actually, I emulated the Wii version, so technically I've played every single version of this game, and I own 3 of them. Or owned. I mean, the PS3 version I don't have anymore. But yeah, it's really strange talking over a video. I know Clement did this whenever he used to do Let's Plays. He doesn't do Let's Plays anymore, it's sad. Actually, you know what's something kind of cool that I can't do while I'm Let's Playing? I can actually go on my phone and look up something. So what is Clement doing right now? I kind of stopped watching him after a little while. Wow, okay, he made an hour-long video about Tekken. He's doing a podcast. Oh. Look, I'm one of those people where, like, I hate YouTubers resorting to podcasts. I get it. It gets more views, it's easier to make, it's cheaper to make. I get it. But, God, it's so annoying. You know, H3 was the first one that I used to watch where he just swapped over to podcasts and never looked back. And I was like, come on, your videos were funny, they were well made, and now you're just gonna throw it all away for just a basic podcast? And then it's like, okay, well that sucked, but at least it's only one person. No. Then, then James Rolfe did it with AVGN, which I know he still makes AVGN videos, but he spends a lot of time on his podcast, and I'm like, again, I get it. It's cheaper to make. You can make it faster. You know, it takes less effort. But that's not why I watch your videos. I watch them because they're fun to watch. Not like podcasts are just... They're just people talking for 2 hours with no edits. It's like... I mean... Like, director's commentary is one thing, you know, but just, you know, hearing someone be like, oh yeah, so what do you think about this? Oh, yeah, well, it's okay. Alright. Next question. Did you watch this? Yeah. What'd you think of it? It's okay. It's like, it's just, you know, it's just dumb. It's so dumb. I mean, like, you know, I talk over stuff, but there's video game footage in the background. Your eyes are focused on something. With a podcast, unless the podcaster is, like, extremely interesting, like, I don't watch him, but Joe Rogan, the clips that I've seen, with how just, I guess, expressive and dumb he is, I find them really funny. But yeah, like, unless, like, the host is really interesting, you're bored. And I get it. It's like, oh, well, you know, it's binge-worthy stuff. It's something that you watch, when you're bored. And I'm like, still, that's not why I watched H3's content. That's not why I watched Clement's content. You know, I don't just watch them because I'm bored. You know, it's better quality than I'm bored quality. Anyway, so this is what Metal Sonic learns in Labyrinth Zone. He learns that purple thing, yeah. And, you know, in episode 2, you saw that he would, like, have a purple aura around it and, you know, throw big stuff. That's where he got it from. Yeah. But it's kind of neat. You know, Metal Sonic's fun to play as. He's cool, looks cool. I like the sound effects. He has very, like, metal sounding sound effects. Or, like, more like a machine. Every time he jumps, you hear, like the sound of, like, wind going out of a machine. Whenever you get hit, it sounds like metal just going, just, like clashing together. It's cool. So you might be wondering why my mic didn't go in the last video. Well, Sonic 4 Episode 2, and this is what I do for every finale, I turn off my mic during the credits. Now, usually, 9 times out of 10, I remember to turn the mic back on. But, usually, if I'm finishing up a game, I won't make a video immediately afterwards. I'll probably wait a bit before starting my next Let's Play. So, I have time to kind of turn on the mic again, or remember to turn it on, and then start it back the next morning. Since I made this video immediately after making Sonic 4, I didn't have time to remind myself, oh yeah, go ahead and turn the mic back on. So, the entire thing was silent. But, luckily, since I found out about this, seriously, I was kind of panicking. No, I wasn't, actually. Once I found out that this thing had no audio, I was like, whatever, I'll just keep it that way. I was just like, I'm not gonna redo this video. But then, you know, a couple hours later, I was like, oh yeah, I can do this. I can just talk over it. And I'm like, well, that gives me no excuse to just keep it the way it is. I'll just talk over it. So yeah. But that's the neat thing. You know, now that I know of this trick, it means anytime, whenever there's a time where the audio's, you know, where I have troubles with audio or the audio doesn't come through, I can always redo the audio like this. It's perfect. Anyway, I remember this part. I remember this. Yeah, the 10 rings box just didn't go through. I guess it either glitched or was too slow. So I tried again, and then I died. Yeah, yeah. And then this time I made an effort to collect like 1 ring. And I think didn't I die again? Yeah. Yeah. And then I got hurt again. It's funny how you know, the last it's funny how Splash Hill Zone, the first zone of Sonic 4 Episode 1, is actually the hardest zone in Episode Metal, which makes sense. I mean, that's the whole point of Episode Metal. It's 4 stages from Sonic 4 Episode 1, except the difficulty is increased. There's more spikes, there's more death traps, something like this, where, you know, it bounces you, you know, the level design's different. Again, it's like a neat little thing. I very much like that that it's included. It's a neat little bonus for buying both games. You don't need to pay anything for it. It's not like DLC. It's not like a, pre-order bonus or something. I hate that, man. I hate when pre-order bonuses are, like, genuinely new content. Like, that's so annoying that you can't get anywhere else. Or, like, this is, like, DLC. If this costs, like, $5, it would be kind of ridiculous. But, no, it's a little bonus, and I'm glad it is. It's nice for being a little bonus. Yeah, we're nearing the end. We've got 1 minute, or technically 2 minutes. Well, not technically, but just very close to 2 minutes left to go. But yeah, so it's a fun little thing. Fun little thing, Episode Metal. But, yeah. That's probably where I get my "but does yes" from. Clement used to do that a lot. Since Clement would record these videos previously, there's constantly where he'd go, "But, yeah," and then chuckle to himself. Because he had, like, nothing to talk about. That's probably where I get the "but, yas" from. Yeah. I used to watch Clement a lot. I tried watching him again recently, and the biggest thing that got on my nerves, and I just couldn't shake, was he made a joke out of making fun of Sonic 06. And it's funny for like the first 5 times, and then he keeps on repeating it throughout like a 10-year span. And it just gets so unfunny over time. So, yeah, it just got really annoying, and I was just like, alright, I'm done watching this. Anyway, that's it. That was Episode Metal. There's that. So, see you guys in the next Let's Play, which will be 30 minutes from now for you guys. So, see you then.